Hello and welcome to the Sidings, and today in the Sidings, Pug, Leg Spike, Coaches. Yes, these are the Matrix Trains Coach Packs 3 and 4 for the GWR 4 and 6 wheelers. You get 2 full brake, a third? No, composite. A third brake. A third. Another third. A saloon of some kind. Well, it looks to be a saloon third. An inspection saloon. Hence the big fat windows. So when you're inspecting the line, you can sit here and And camping coaches, along with 2 more brakes. Plus, you get various tool and mining workmen's coaches and various liveries, various maintenance of way or permanent way train cars, which is what these coaches would have been used for as bigger coaches like the Hawksworths and the Collets and the Churchwood coaches started to come out. There's a bunch of like camping coaches hiding around in here and all that jazz, which is nice. It's things like this that just give the game a little more playability and a little more vibrance. It's like, oh, I got all this fancy new stuff. Yeah, you got fancy new equipment, but here's the thing. It's neither fancy nor new. This is stuff from like the 1800s, all the way up. Now, I believe these have quick drives with other engines. I'm not going to waste time trying to plonk them down. My game is already trying to, eat bricks, as it were. But as you can see, in a lot of the older coach design, in a lot of the mining and maintenance away designs, this design isn't among them. Meaning that it was a one-time trick pony and it's gone now. Yay! Which is something that is kind of sad. These coaches are really nice, and I wish we had more. Now, like I said in the earlier packs 1 and 2, these things would be good for like little heritage branch lines or little yards, little branch lines, where you may have light flighty traffic. So as you can see here, here's a set. Here's a couple of sets coupled to the Class 5. And we're just gonna take this up the branch. Alright, safeties. Yeah, I can stop popping. Okay, so this engine does not have an auto fireman. Means I gotta pay attention to the cold water and everything. I'm riding in the baggage car. Look, I'm window hanging. Or as everyone likes to say, I'm window hanging. There you go. But let's run it. disappear around the bend, and around the bend, i.e. we're flying over the points. But you see, that's what I'm talking about. Something like that looks good, especially on this little branch line. Where, like, you could see, like, one or two of these non-corridor coaches being shoved in with a couple of bogies. Which they used to do. And it was just that if you needed an extra coach, instead of putting in an extra bogie coach, which would have added extra weight, making the train heavier, and there's a wooden 77 grade on this line, which meant you would either need a banker or a head-end helper. For the trains here, it meant you could add more passengers without adding more weight to the train. And most engines could cope with the extra weight of a bogie. And sometimes what they would do is they would slap 2 or 3 extra bogies on one of these if they had a particularly bothersome passenger who had to have her own his or her own coach. It didn't matter if the person was, you know, rich like Sin or just had enough to hire a private coach. If they didn't want to sit with the commoners and the troublesome people, they could hire one of these things, slap it on the back of a train, and bye! Although oftentimes it wasn't uncommon for the stories of these coaches suddenly turning into slip coaches to happen. What do I mean? There's been stories, from what I've been able to find about these, of particularly bothersome passengers getting a coach that had poor couplings, or poorly maintained couplings, and those couplings suddenly going, bye! And the coach just going, wee, stop. Let's hope we go straight on ahead. No, we're going into the quarry. Shift. Well, I think that's gonna be this is gonna be the short one. Check your points, people! But as we come to a dying emergency stop, hold tight. Oh, I forgot this is a tight curve here. I believe these coaches are actually worth everything. They're good for what you get. You can have a lot of fun, and if there's a certain passenger you don't like, you can role play. Oh, we just gave him a coach with a faulty coupling. Snap stops on the sidings. And they could be pushed to the platform by whatever small prairie, large prairie, 1400 penny, or whatever ticket is there. So, I'm going to leave it at that. I will see you guys in the next episode, next review, whatever. Have fun.